Hello, 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 everybody, and happy holidays. This is Futon Talks. I am your host, Christopher Midling, joined as always by my little specially wrapped gift himself, Joshua Castro.
Thank you, Chris. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be under your tree, as it were.
Yes. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm tightly wrapped.
You have your bow on?
Have my bow on, that's right. Big red bow. I'm excited. Are you excited for Christmas?
Yes.
More than for this episode?
Yes.
That's understandable.
Just wanted to ask you about the best... What? Oh, I thought you haven't been recording or something.
Oh, no. It looked like you were looking at yourself again.
No, I was looking at your rose. I was going to ask you about the best gifts you got for Christmas as a kid. Or the most memorable ones. Like, what was Christmas like for the Castro household? Back when you were like, a tyke.
When I was a tyke. I feel like Christmas has always been the same. Christmas is like always a really big deal for our family. And our family is like really well off now. You know, my dad owns the practice and stuff.
Yeah.
When we were kids, though, they just were very frugal. You know, we lived in military housing, and Dad had just gone through school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was a military life. Money was a little tight. But I remember that I guess all the money they wouldn't spend during the year, they would always go really hard for like Christmas, you know.
From all the money they saved from not letting you get a haircut.
Yeah, exactly. The hair cutting bowl saved me lots of money.
So not showering before the haircuts.
Yeah, dude, what was the deal? My mom needed to save those cents off that water.
Yeah.
Maybe this should just be about all the ways my mom was overly frugal. But no, you know, off-brand everything, of course. And off-brand cornflakes. That was the price I paid to have the glorious Christmases that we had. I don't know if your family did this, but my mom would have Santa presents and then presents from the family.
No.
Okay, so what my mom would do is the presents that we had that were from Santa would all be laid out like on the couch, like a display.
Okay.
So it'd be like a book, a Game Boy game, you know, like candy and stuff. And it would all be laid out like I was in a museum looking at the American Christmas celebration, like display. It was beautiful. It always looked amazing. There'd be like tinsel. It would be like dressed up. There's ornaments hanging from the, from the stocking itself.
Wow.
It was like a whole thing. And then there would also be like presents under the tree and stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like those are the defining things, other than the terrorism my mother inflicted by making us hang ornaments and then telling us we did it wrong.
Yes.
Other than that, that's what our Christmas celebration looked like. It was those two sections, the open, and nothing was wrapped. That was for the Santa. Everything was unwrapped. It was just there in a beautiful display.
Interesting.
And then things that were from the family.
So they were saving paper. This is all a ruse to save paper.
Dude.
To save money.
You're probably right. Weirdly, another thing my mom does, she doesn't save the paper. I mean, she saves paper that way, but she will save any bow. Even if it's been
bows.
tied.
Just get rid of the bows.
If it's on a present and it could possibly be salvaged, my mom will like reach into the trash and get it out and like save it for next year. We have bows that we've been putting on the presents for like years, since I was a child. And they're not like nice cloth bows. They're like, the
ones
bows
you buy at the store for $1.
Yeah, like you get like a 10-pack for $1 at the dollar store. No, we've saved those.
That's crazy.
We tape them to the presents because the adhesive doesn't work.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyways, that's what it looks like. But what did you guys do? What was your tradition when it came to presents and stuff?
So we
never got anything the rest of the year. Like I remember for my birthday, I got like just like a wallet, but it was like a Yu-Gi-Oh wallet. I was 12.
Wow.
It's not what I wanted.
It's pretty great.
But anyway, then Christmas was like the big deal. It was everything.
Yeah. We didn't do like, I know some families which nothing wrong with it, open presents on the eve of Christmas.
There's something wrong with that.
Well, it's usually to prepare to just think about Christ on Christmas Day. It's usually religious.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I knew a lot of families who would open all their presents on the eve of Christmas and then do nothing on Christmas Day.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they'd like maybe go to church, do a church thing, or they would go do a terrorism act, like caroling.
Go terrorize the neighbors. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that it was a religious thing. I thought it was just like a cultural, like maybe the country you come from, they do it this way, and the other country, like, you know what I mean?
No,
That's
all these
interesting.
people came from the same place.
Really?
Yeah. But no, we opened all of our presents on the morning of Christmas, and usually, like back in the day in Los Molinos, so like all the kids were around. Dusty would come over at like 6 a.m. to wake up Amy and just do presents.
Yeah.
As soon as possible. And it was always like a cool thing. Like I remember a lot of great memories of just waking up and just having like 10 people in the living room.
It's the best.
It was awesome. And then, you know, like you go to your grandparents' house afterwards, or a sibling's house that you couldn't make it to, or who couldn't make it to the house. But yeah, it was quite the event early in the morning, and then after that, everyone just like dissipated. They scattered away.
You went to go play your new World War II shooter.
Yeah, I would play my game, whatever I got, or I'd play with my G.I. Joes. And yeah, it was just a very cool day. Like, very nostalgic. You know, I can remember the smells and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You can smell like the fireplaces in Los Molinos and the chickens.
You can smell the chicken dung.
But did you ever like get super antsy the eve of?
Yes.
So like you couldn't sleep that night?
Dude.
Thinking about the presents?
The longest night I've ever experienced was Christmas up until I was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't sleep. You are just trembling in anticipation. Yeah. I mean, you wake up, and it wasn't even that I couldn't sleep at all. It's that I would sleep, and I'd sleep for 30 minutes, and I was just so excited that adrenaline would like wake me again.
Yeah. You would think like, what's taking Santa so long?
You're like did you ever sneak around? Like
no,
at 2 a.m?
Because I was like told to close my door and don't come out. Because
what would happen if you did? Would Santa get you?
Well, because my parents are wrapping the presents that night.
That's my mom too. Because she waits till the day before to get the best deal on the paper.
Sure, yes. She's actually taking the recycling out. Used paper.
Dude, that's why we did it Christmas Day, is because the night of Christmas Eve, she was going to the neighbors' houses to get their paper remnants for their trash cans. It's a good thing my mom doesn't actually listen to our podcast.
Yeah, that's funny. No, I never snuck around, but I did peek one time. It was only once, and I got in trouble for it. But it's kind of their fault, because I was in the back seat, and then they just put the see-through bags right next to me.
What did they expect?
I don't know.
Oh, so you mean like you didn't even peek before Christmas?
No, this was before Christmas.
I would say that was like a whole other deal.
It was like looking around the house to see what you got.
Oh, the best time ever was when your parents like would leave you at home alone, because that's what parents did. They just left me as a 7-year-old alone all the time.
And you scavenge their bedroom.
Oh yeah, you look under the bed. You're like in the closet. You're like dismantling the entire closet to see if they had something like underneath. Like, I don't know, under the crawl space.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wild times. I have a story about that.
Tell me.
This is actually perfect. I really don't, despite Christmas being so amazing as a kid, I really don't remember a lot of specific gifts.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember like the feeling like loved and cared for, you know. And, you know, as you get older, probably when I turned, 15, Christmas became, the reason Christmas was enjoyable was because it was so fun to give gifts and like think of something fun and like see them like enjoy it.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I only remember really getting one gift.
Really?
Specifically. I only really like have a really strong memory of one thing.
Tell me.
And that was Star Wars The Force Unleashed for the Wii.
The Wii, yeah.
I have never been more hyped for a video game in my entire life. And I remember that I was looking through the cupboards. You know, like my mom was gone one day, and I was scavenging the entire house. I'm like taking a pickaxe to the bricks, on the side of the house. I'm looking everywhere. I'm in the attic. I'm under their bed. I'm in the closet. And as I'm looking in the closet, after an hour or so of searching, I find the like silver lightsaber thing that you put your Wiimote into.
Yes.
And I was like, hallelujah. Yeah. It's happening. It's amazing. Because my mom was always really good at like, what's the word? You know, crushing me in my hopes. Because I'd be like, can I have this for Christmas? She'd be like, that's up to Santa. You know? Or like, I don't know. Or she'd like literally just lie and be like, they're all sold out. I don't know what to say. Having known she got it like a month ago. You know? Yeah. Anyways, the thing is this. I knew it had to be there because the lightsaber attachment was in the closet. I was hyped out of my mind.
That's funny. You found the thing that you need to play the game, but not the game itself.
Exactly. And I couldn't find the game. And up until the day of Christmas, I'm still like scavenging, looking around, scuttling, you know, because I want to find the game. But in my back of my mind, I'm like, it's going to be okay. It has to be there. She wouldn't buy the attachment if you didn't have the game. But I'm having a crisis because I haven't actually found the game, right?
Yeah.
And I remember the day of Christmas. I think she knew that I found the lightsabers or something. Maybe I thought I was sly and I tried to like mention it.
No.
You know, because I'm like 9 or however old I was. Anyway, so she hides the game and doesn't like give it to me until like everything else has been opened. And she like made me think that the game that she hadn't found.
So did you get the lightsaber attachment?
Yes, without the game.
Without the game.
And I think she was really, you know, putting it to me. And then after everything else was open, she was like, oh, there's one more thing. And I was like, no, it can't be. I've already given up hope. My soul has left my body. And then she comes into the room with a Wii-shaped present. And I was like, I almost fainted. I was so excited.
You're a lucky little boy.
Oh, I am the luckiest little boy. My mother is a fantastic mother. She gave me the one thing that mattered to me, and that was
The Force
Star
Unleashed.
Wars: The Force Unleashed for the Wii. And probably nostalgically, my favorite game ever. I just love that game.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was an amazing memory. Just the ups and downs. It was like I lived an entire life just trying to get this game and it being a horrible, deceitful little raccoon child. But man, it was amazing. And I'm sure there are other great gifts, but for some reason that story has always stuck with me so much. Just like the joy of being a kid.
Yeah.
And like getting presents. I mean, what's better than that? You love to get presents as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
What a highlight. So that's like the gift I remember most.
Nice.
Nothing my wife gave me.
I remember every gift I've ever received.
Chris remembers everything that's ever happened to him. You remember when the towers fell?
Yeah, it was in the living room.
The carpet had 15 grains of rice in it.
It was a Persian carpet. I'll try to start like the earliest Christmas gift I can remember. And it wasn't even for me. It was for Austin.
Wow.
Jordan had given him his copy of Guitar Hero 2 with the guitar, which I have the guitar.
It's right here.
Yeah. Pull that bad boy up. Oh, yeah.
Whoa! Maybe I'll put some music over that.
Maybe. I remember Austin getting it. He played it. We only had one guitar. So like we had to take turns, but he played through it and then I kind of just took it and I played it for a really long time. I remember I beat the whole track list on medium and it was kind of like a thing because
hello. How spooky.
Just talk like this.
A little instance of sabotage here.
I'll just hold it for now. It was very daunting trying to go on hard and expert. So I beat the whole game on medium and then I went back to the beginning, played it all on hard. And I remember I stayed up. This was like probably the first time I stayed up all day, night, and the next day playing something, and it was Guitar Hero 2.
Guitar Hero is amazing.
It was starting from medium because I wasn't going to play on easy. I'm no loser.
Yeah, you're not a baby. Three fingers, 3-button loser
it's
kid.
So stupid.
What an idiot.
But I started on medium, then just progressed gradually to expert, and I beat the whole game on expert. However old I was when it came out, like 2005, 4. No, it had to be 5.
Can we bring Guitar Hero back?
They tried.
No, I want the same exact game. I want to buy another horrible plastic
No,
peripheral.
because now it's what's the PC one?
Rocksmith?
No.
Rocksmith Plus?
It's another Hero.
What? DJ Hero.
No. It's like it's Guitar Hero. It's still Guitar Hero, but it's just on PC where people make their songs and put songs on there.
Oh.
Acai does that's his whole channel is he plays that.
Oh. I'm unaware of this entirely.
Darn it.
That's too hard.
Whatever.
I just want Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
But excuse me. Continue.
And then I remember getting a box set of really high quality GI Joes.
Oh.
Like the little guys, little
Yeah.
army men. And it had like metal tanks and a metal Jeep.
That's so
like
dope.
back when toys were made out of metal and they were cool.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that thing so much. I played with those for days. They were my favorite. Like, oh my gosh. I love GI Joes. And then Jordan had gotten me he got me 3 like 6-inch action figures of, I want to say it was Medal of Honor, or was it Medal of Honor? It was like some sort of modern shooter had just come out, so they made toys for it, and they were really cool. And then I got a Japanese Imperial soldier from World at War. That was an action figure.
Wow.
So cool. I
That's
miss that
awesome.
action figure so much. I don't know what happened to it.
It's probably out there in the garage.
No. It had to have been like thrown away or something.
That's heartbreaking.
I know. And then when it like I started getting older, so I started getting video games, and a big one was World at War.
Oh yeah.
My dad bought it, and then I started playing it in
How
the
old were you,
room,
by
and
the
he
way?
was like, "Wow, they're swearing a lot. Is there a lot in this game?" And I was like, "No." I just lied.
You're such a liar.
Because it's like it starts with the torture scene.
Yeah.
With like the cigarette in the guy's temple.
The guy gets stabbed from behind. The knife like goes out his throat or whatever.
Yeah. And then
I mean, it says in like big letters, like strong
Yeah.
language and
Well,
gore.
I don't think my parents were very they weren't tuned in on like the ratings and stuff, like what they
Yeah.
meant.
Because I mean, video games are for kids. That's probably what they just figured.
Probably. And then I got Resident Evil 5 from Dusty one year, and that was great. And then I also got Spec Ops: The Line from Dusty, and that was great. Oh my gosh, what a good game. And then probably the biggest one that like changed everything, like as a family, was the Beatles Rock Band.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Like we opened it and we just all played it all day long.
Oh, that's the best.
You get the achievement for finishing the game in under 24 hours. Of course we did that.
Of course we did.
And we bought all the DLC songs. It's so
Beautiful.
good. What a great game.
We had the same experience, but it was with my cousins.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. We did the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
is that
good.
an American experience? The year
has to be.
Beatles Rock Band came out.
I mean, I feel like everyone got that game.
Dude, they had to just have made so much money.
Can you imagine you're a company and you go under and like you're no more, but you're the company that released a game on the Beatles.
I know.
How do you
Everyone
lose?
bought it.
How do you lose?
It's insane.
I guess you lose when you make Rock Band 3 and 4.
Yep, that'll do it. I can't believe. I mean, they got thousands, maybe even millions, certainly millions of people to buy a fake drum kit.
Dude, everyone had those guitars and drums. I always wanted like the Beatles ones. Those are so cool.
What a wild.
You can get
wild
Paul's
thing.
bass. His violin bass.
Yes.
Jeez. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, the year that Black Ops 1 came out,
Oh yeah.
I remember I got a little Xbox Live card for like 3 months, or maybe it was 12 months, because I think it was 12 months from Austin. And
That's
then
actually really dope.
I know. And then my parents got me Black Ops 1, and I played that on Veteran and beat it in one day.
Oh, baby.
It was so good. Black Ops 1 is so good.
I know. You love Black Ops 1.
That's why it's so, like, sad that Call of Duty isn't very good anymore.
I know.
Because, like, those were, like, the Christmas games I remember getting.
They were perfect.
I'd get Modern Warfare. I got Call of Duty 4, and then, 2 years later I got World at War. Or a year later I got World at War. And, yeah, it's just now it's no more.
You're not getting Vanguard for your birthday? For Christmas?
I hope not.
Hope not. Aspen is listening to this. Returning Vanguard at this moment. Oh,
what was that?
Mark Wahlberg's hat just fell off. Almost.
Jeez. This episode's a mess. Well, that's it.
That's amazing. I'm so glad, man.
You guys should comment your favorite Christmas gifts or Christmas memories, and we'll I guess we'll respond.
Oh yeah, we will. We'll send you the text for the entire episode.
Yeah,
we'll just comment it every time. Wow.
But if you like this little conversation about Christmas presents, then head over to patreon.com/Futon Talks and give us a present in bills.
Whoa, or cents.
Or cents. And if you don't want to give us money or support us over on youtube.com. Head over to Futon Talks, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, click the bell as well.
Click that bell.
I guess that's all. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Futon Talks out.
Ho, ho, ho.